Hey everybody, so today we're going to talk about UFC 181, headlined by Johnny Hendricks versus Robbie Lawler. First fight I want to talk about is on the prelim card, Uriah Faber versus Francisco Rivera. Faber for the second fight in a row is on the prelims. Sort of weird, but I mean, he's a well-known guy, so getting him on free TV is never a bad thing. What do you think of this fight?
I think Uriah is going to steamroll this poor guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because Uriah Faber's coming off the win over Alex Caceres, and Francisco Rivera's coming off the loss to Takeo Mizugaki, so it's a weird sort of pairing there, but Uriah Faber, unfortunately, doesn't really have a whole lot of many options anymore because he's fought for the title like 17 times. So he's kind of out of top 10, top 15 guys to fight, so props to him for taking the fight that he has a lot to lose and not much to gain on. So I pick Faber as well. Probably first or second round submission.
Guillotine.
Right hand, rocks him, guillotine finishes him.
Yep.
Alright, first fight on the main card is Tony Ferguson versus Abel Trujillo. Ferguson is coming off the controversial win over Danny Castillo, and Abel Trujillo is coming off the probably one of the candidates for fight of the year and knockout of the year over Jamie Varner. I think Tony Ferguson should have lost that fight against Castillo. It was close, but I had Castillo winning. It's one of those where it could have gone either way. With that said, Trujillo, third round TKO.
Yeah, I hope it's a first round KO personally,
Yeah.
but
Ferguson's good on the defense, so I'm hoping for he just waits. Ferguson plays around, and then he just blah. So yeah, there's that one. And then Todd Duffy versus Anthony Hamilton. It was initially slated for the prelim card, but with Holly Holm getting hurt, these guys got promoted to the main card. Duffy's coming off the, I think it was like 43-second TKO over Phil DeFries. And Anthony Hamilton is coming off, I think it's second round TKO over Ruan Potts. Todd Duffy's coming off like a 2-year injury delay because of like some weird neurological disorder that he had. So it's good to see him back. And I'm going with Duffy first round. It's heavyweights, so you never know. Anthony Hamilton has knockout power. Duffy has knockout power. I'm going Duffy first round.
I actually agree. I think that he's probably going to take him out in the first round.
Yeah. I mean, Hamilton has good kicks, good punches, so and Duffy has been put away by one shot, so I mean it's possible, but I'm gonna go with Duffy. I like the feel good story of him coming back. And then the co-main event is what I'm gonna call it now. Very fun. Travis Brown versus Brendan Schaub. Travis Brown is coming off of the loss to Fabricio Verdum in a pretty much title eliminator fight. And Brendan Schaub is coming off the snoozer loss to Andrei Arlovsky. This fight makes no sense on paper. Travis Brown is number 3 in the world, rightfully so. Brendan Schaub is not ranked in the, or he might be in the top 15 given how shallow the heavyweight division is, but I don't see why.
And I think that their rankings are correct. I think that Travis Brown is going to pretty much kick his chin right into the back of his skull.
Yep. I completely agree. Travis Brown, like I said, is the rightfully number 3 guy in the world. Like, Fabricio put it to him, but I mean, Travis Brown will beat just about anybody else in the division. I think he comes back stronger because of that fight, and he just destroys Schaub in the first 2 minutes.
I don't know that I would say that quick. But
I'm going to say 2 minutes. I'm going to be bold.
Okay, well, I'm going to say at least 2 minutes and 1 second, if not longer.
There we go. Over-under is at 2 minutes. Knockout either way. We don't say anything else happening. There's no...
I think Travis Brown is one of those guys that if he fought because he's number 3, but, I mean, if you look at Cain Velasquez, you got Cain, Jr., and you got Fabricio. I feel like he's really number 4. I don't think that he would beat any of the 3 of those guys.
I'd like to see it, though.
Yeah, I would love to see it. But I think that he would beat just about anybody else handily. So
yep,
it's like those top guys, and then him, and then everybody else.
He's the bar to the top of the division. Like,
yeah. kind of the gatekeeper right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's still early in this, so he's not at a level where it's like, he's not a Frank Mir.
Yeah, absolutely.
No one is. All right, so what was your prediction for that one? Oh, yeah, 201 or longer. Induced rigor mortis. Co-main event, lightweight championship, Anthony Pettis, Gilbert Melendez. Obviously, Anthony Pettis is coming off his win over Ben Henderson for the title, and Gilbert Melendez is coming off probably the fight of the year against Diego Sanchez. We'll probably be split on this one. I'm a big Melendez guy. I'm going to go Melendez, probably by decision. I don't see him putting him away. But I'm going to go split decision. 48-47. 48-47, the 48-47 Pettis, and the 48-47 Gilbert.
I can definitely see why you would pick that. I think that Anthony Pettis is a super talented guy. I think that he knows how to put people away, but I just don't think that anybody out there is going to put Gilbert Melendez away. He's so tough, so durable, and he's just a beast. So I think that Anthony Pettis is going to win the first 2 to 3 rounds, and Gilbert Melendez is going to win the last 2 to 3 rounds.
Yep.
So I'm really kind of split on this one. I don't know who I'm going for, but just for the sake of going against Troy, I'm going to go with Pettis by
By split decision?
Yeah, split decision.
Nice. So we're not that split on it. Either one could have won.
Yeah.
And then the main event of the evening, Johnny Hendricks versus Robbie Lawler 2. Obviously, Johnny Hendricks had the torn bicep in the first fight versus Robbie Lawler, so that's his last fight when he won the title. And then Robbie Lawler is coming off the fight of the night win over Matt Brown. And he had previously won against Jake Ellenberger as well, so he's back in the title hunt. And I see this one going the other way. I see Robbie Lawler winning this one. I'm calling for 2 new champs. 2 new champs on Saturday.
Yeah, I actually agree. I think Robbie Lawler's had a lot of time to get better and has just been steamrolling everybody. And I think that Johnny Hendricks is going to put up the best fight out of anybody that Robbie's fought lately. But I think that it's going to look exactly like the first fight, except that it's not going to go to the ground in the 5th round. No. I don't think that Johnny Hendricks is going to be able to take him down at any point. And Johnny Hendricks might even change his strategy up for this fight. He may want to take it to the ground earlier on, and not just sit there and go to war with him. So who knows, man? Robbie Lawler's been looking like a destroyer of worlds.
It's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's hard to bet against the guy, for real.
Yeah, I'm going to say unanimous decision. And I think he just wears out Hendricks. Just constant pressure, just lighting him up. And then he has solid takedown defense already, and I think it'll be even better. So if it is close in that 5th round, I don't think the same thing will happen. He won't get taken down. He won't get sat on. He's going to take it in a all stand-up affair, or 98% stand-up affair.
Right. And I think that if Johnny Hendricks didn't have a 6-inch beard like Troy's here, he'd probably get knocked out in this fight, honestly. I think Robbie's just, he's a beast,
concrete hands.
Yeah. For real.
So, there's our predictions for UFC 181. It's Saturday, December 6th, right? Yeah.
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, December 6th. It says right there. We're smart. December 6th in Las Vegas, so if you can, watch that fight. It's one of the best actual cards that they put on in a while. I mean, the other cards got Sergio Pettis, it's got Alex White, Raquel Pennington, the 2 last Ultimate Fighter winners, Eddie Gordon and Corey Anderson. Josh Hammond makes his comeback. Like, it's a solid card top to bottom, so horrible MMA, I guess, or whatever. Bye.